Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am back to OneShot. Yes. I have just come out of my recording from DDLC, and I'm posting frequently. Pow, 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 pow. And yes, I'm back to feeling sad, and I'm reminded of all the lives we failed to save, Nico. We better bring them back. All right. So last we left off. Yes. These dumb squares destroyed the elevator, so we now need to find another way back to the surface, I guess. Maybe we actually have to use the stairs. Is this still the way to the cafe? Yeah, it is! Hey, guys, that looks like Ionaro for some reason. I don't know. They look nothing alike. I'm just reminded of him. Hello, Messiah. You came at a bad time. The apartment at the west sector got destroyed by squares a day ago. Terrible, isn't it? Yeah. But at least the evacuees seem to be doing okay. We're letting them stay here for now. Oh wait, the evil penguin's here. Oh, it's that penguin.
Hello.
Yep. It's the silent girl. You know, I'm glad she made it, you know? She has very good insights that she gives me every now and then. Same as usual, huh? Words of a prophet. Hey. Hi. Is it me or is it really cold outside? You know, now that you mentioned it, it really is chilly this time around, TK. Good thing you've got a scarf, huh? Mm-hmm. You have a scarf too, buddy? Oh, is it the reason why it's cold? Is it because the remaining phosphor energy is running out? Our apartment got evacuated while my parents were at work. I'm waiting for them to pick us up now. I hope they're okay. At least my robot's here with me.
Squares make the people evacuate. Evacuation makes the girl sad. Squares are bad.
That's some good logic there, buddy. Dang it! I just moved into my apartment. Now where am I gonna go? I'd say stay here. You got food, drinks, and a guy that looks like Ionaro for some reason. Bummer. I had to leave most of my plants behind. This stinks. Sorry to hear. Oh, speaking of plants, I heard that the glen is just covered in vines now. Is that true? Yeah. Plant lady used them to keep the land from falling away. The plant spirit? Maze? I figured. Say, how is she doing? She's gone, isn't she? She said she's using up the last of her powers. I wouldn't be surprised. She always did her best to protect everyone, even if it meant her own detriment. Don't remind me, dude. I'm still trying to process it. Okay, so I guess not this way. No, wait. Cedric said that there was a big clock with a big door. I think we have to go to that. Oh, but music. This music is putting me on edge, man. The world's gonna die. Nico will fail. Hopefully not. Here we are at the 11th hour. Shouldn't you be with the other evacuees? Maybe. I wonder if the big clock has reached 0 yet. I want to be right here when everything ends. Jeez. You know something we don't? Why are you being so mysterious? You a time traveler? Time traveler? Okay, that's hello, robot.
Communications with the surface have been lost. I am unable to do anything.
What is this? Who took my stapler? Ah! Don't know, dude. Some kind of computer terminal. Ooh, music's different. Screen's off. The system's been real quiet lately. Hopefully they don't pull a sucker punch at me. Hey! It is glowing. The door is locked. Looks like it's asking for a password. The word documents is on the screen above the password prompt. Okay. Is it solstice again? Actually, just for laughs, let me see if it's solstice. Oh, yes! Okay, lucky guess, I guess. I didn't have to look at my documents for that. Okay, so here's 3 stuff. Different colors. I guess. Come to think of it, Proto is blue, Cedric's got green glasses, and Rue's kind of red. Ah, okay. That's why. And is this like for Nico? Because he's like the Messiah. Do we have to be in all these like positions? Okay. This elevator has no button panel. Tapping the door doesn't seem to open it either. That usually works. Wait, there's a lever hanging from the ceiling. You can use your crowbar to reach it, maybe. Nah, can't reach it. Let's get elevator guy. He's got that long pole thing. That he uses to fix lights. Elevator guy. I think he has a name, but... What's his name other than elevator guy, you know? We found some elevators. What? Seriously? I've literally never seen another one in this area. You clearly weren't looking hard enough, dude. Then again, the door was locked, so... Oh. Did they, work? We don't know yet. One of them has a lever that's out of my reach. Wait, you can help us. What? You should be able to reach the lever, cause... you're taller than me. Oh, I guess I am. So, show me the way, I suppose. Really? I just thought it's cause he had that lamp fixing thing. It is very long. It probably reached the lever. That clock head is mysterious. You know something we don't? Are you the cause of all this calamity? Are you the embodiment of the system? And you're just pulling a fast one on us. Okay, here we go. Welcome to this sacred room, good sir. He disappeared. What? Oh, he's there. This room gives me the creeps, man. I don't think you're supposed to be in here, but, you know, desperate times call for desperate measures. Yep. So, what did you need help with again? Can you reach that lever up there? Oh, right. Wait. I'm not that tall. Well, it was worth a shot. Wait, I got this. Nice! Yeah, you go, elevator guy. That's why we call you the elevator guy. You're good at opening elevators. Even if we did help you the first time. So, you coming? We're gonna have another awkward conversation in the elevator? Let's go, dude! Or not. Oh! Neat. Well, looks like this elevator works alright. I'll, go get the evacuees, I suppose. Oh, no! Really? What is going on? No! It's the square stuff, isn't it? They're not anywhere near, but... I can hear them just outside the door. Don't open the door, dude. You're gonna get, sentenced to execution. Hold on, maybe TK and I can... No, it's okay. Looks like the squares aren't inside the elevator. Yeah, you're in a hurry, right? Go do what you need to do. Be the Messiah. I'll figure something out. I'm the elevator guy. So do we head in here? Wait, we don't have the stuff, do we? We don't. Let me try closing the game here. I don't think it opened up that prompt. I don't think this is the way I should close it, no. I'll leave that tower for later. If I run out of things to do, then I'll go there and press X. I do want to look at the city in ruins. Nico will stand above its ruins as the Messiah. This door won't budge. Okay, out of the way. I keep saying this room helps calm me down. It's just so serene. With this red water that's shimmering. And the music that's playing. The music is essentially the opening jingle when you first start the game as well. Nice callback. Oh no, we got a creepier version of the... Please, you mustn't! The labs could collapse any moment now! Let go of me! Oh, dude, Cedric! Ah, he's been... Cedric? Dude, is he gonna be right? Man. Hey... I couldn't stop him. Miss? Messiah? Oh, you came at an awful time. Come on, we have to get out of here. Where to? Where everyone else is right now. Oh, the library. Everyone's checking out the library. Kip, you made it back. I was so worried. I see you found the Messiah. Yeah. We ran into each other after this boy forced himself into the lab complex. I couldn't stop him. I don't know why he was being so insistent. He said he needed to rebuild a robot. Oh, you know him? Yeah. Robot. Are you talking about a boy with white hair and goggles? That's Cedric, yeah. He said he really needed a book from the back room and said it was an emergency. And I let him have it, and he ran out and... Oh, I should have stopped him. I hope he's okay. Yeah, I hope he's alright too. With any luck, maybe the lab complex can hold up long enough for him to... Oh my gosh! No, was that the lab complex? Don't you dare tell me... The labs? That poor kid! No! Not him too! I'm sorry about your friend. Ah! Cedric... Is he dead? He's dead. Oh! Why? Mate, there goes the one chance. No Cedric, no Proto. No Proto, no 3. No 3? Game over. It's done. We've actually lost. Was I supposed to do something? I feel like... Last time we spoke, he told me he was going to look for someone on the surface. I need to get going. You shouldn't go out there. But... Oh, help me out, Kip. George is right. The squares seem to be targeting a lot of the weaker constructs in the city. Only the library has enough structural integrity to withstand the collapse. It's best that he stayed here until things stabilize. However long that takes. But, what about my mission? Don't you guys want me to bring the sun back at least? Oh, but even if you do bring the sun back, the squares, they'll still be here. Sadly. Not to mention, even getting there is gonna be hard. If the world is like this, there's no telling what's going on in the tower. And if anything bad happened to the Messiah, of all people, I'm not sure if I'll be able to forgive myself. A friend of mine just said something about this forever ago. It's better for the world to die naturally. You mean Silver? No living being should have to carry that burden. At the time, I thought it was her faulty code speaking. But now I'm starting to understand. Messiah, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. All this time we've burdened you with our hope, our faith, blissfully ignoring the fact that you're just a lost child. Well, you're probably more scared than any of us, aren't you? That's true. Imagine what this must be like for like a 10 or a 9-year-old, you know? We have been dealing with tragedy for so long it's become background noise to us now. But for you, it must be so terrifying. And now you're stuck here with the rest of us. Being held here by the very people you were told to save. You must seem so ungrateful. It's okay. When I first came to this world, a long time ago, back then all I wanted was to go home. TK, do you remember? The very first time. I'm not sure how far back it was for you, but I remember towards the end. I actually wasn't sure anymore about going home. Even knowing the world would be doomed eventually, I still wanted the people here to be happy. So when you told me to return the sun back to them, I didn't even question it. But then I just came back. You what? And then I found out about the world being like this. Prototype said to forget the things he told me. And Cedric told me not to think about it too much, but I'm sorry for getting upset at you back at the mines. I thought for you to know all that, yet continue doing this. It just seemed cruel. Mate, I honestly wish there was an easier way to, like, fix everything, but people had to die, Proto had to die, Cedric had to, all those poor kids, Silver, the elevator guy. Man. You really wanted to save both the world and me. Well, what's left of it anyways. But at the end, you can only choose one, right? Is it really hard for you too? It must be. It honestly was, man. If the world isn't broken, would that choice still be there? Do you still need me to choose between one or the other? But even if it is, I really want to save this world, TK. Even if it's more dangerous this time around. Even if so many of the nice people we met were... TK, I'm not afraid anymore. That's why I think you guys should let me go. I promise I'll be okay. Please? If you must. It wouldn't be right for me to keep you. Well, if George is fine with it, I guess we should let you go now, Messiah. But promise us you'll be careful, alright? I'll make sure Nico's protected. He's got a crowbar. Actually, why haven't we gotten rid of that stuff yet? Got a crowbar, wet sponge. We still have the Baron stuff. Hey guys, looks like I'll have to cancel my appointment. This stinks. You know, I finally saw the author today. Well, his flying machine at least. I was looking out one of the windows in the library and I spotted it in the distance with my binoculars. Isn't that cool, Messiah? Maybe the author's son. Yeah. Or maybe Cedric really is the author. Robots are the only ones that we can send out there now. Thankfully, we still have a couple of units that aren't too badly damaged. Yum. The library complex got totaled, didn't it? Yeah. All those hours I put into my work, and now... She fell asleep. You fall asleep at a time like this? When the world ends, would it be better if it was gone in an instant or slowly fading away? Looks like we're stuck with the latter. Hey man, not all hope is gone. What are you doing to that book? Editing it? I've been in the author's shadow for my entire career. If I'm gonna die soon, I wanna die knowing I put at least one original idea out there. Okay. Man clearly has his priorities set. Hello, dude. You're like a bee. Monitoring, monitoring. Looks like our scouting unit A27 is still doing okay. I had to leave my aquarium behind when they were sounding the sirens earlier. I wish I had enough time to rescue my fish. It's comforting to see the faith you have in TK, Messiah. That's why I won't lose hope either. Yeah, you do that, man. We will see a good outcome. The world is ending! What are we gonna do? First of all, believe, have faith in your Lord and Messiah. I don't even have faith in myself, man. What? Do you need something? No. Suit yourself. But, just to let you know, due to recent events, the restrictions on noise levels in the library have been temporarily lifted. So I won't be kicking people out like before. What? You think I want to be throwing out the evacuees just because I'm a delinquent stuck doing community service? That was you? Okay. Good, because I'm not! Oh, hey dude, still reading a book. She looks so chill, man. This library was built fairly recently, you know. Shortly after the squares appeared, they wanted to build something that could withstand partial collapse. The architects used the newest, strongest materials they had. Thank goodness for that. Hello. The library is currently being used as a shelter right now. Lots of those squares are starting to show up on the streets. I know.
Evening news, evening news. Everything is terrible.
Thanks for that, robot. Canhead. Reading helps me get my mind off things. Okay, I think that's everybody. Oh, well, there's these guys. You gonna say anything?
Hello, person.
Hi.
Reshelving in progress. Please watch out for potential falling books.
I will. Oh, they don't say anything new. Okay. Ooh. Hey, dude.
Hello, person. This is the library / temporary shelter.
That it is. Okay, let's set on our mission. We need to... What do we need to do? Maybe we can go to the wreckage and try... Oh, no, but it's already blocked off. We need to find Rue. Maybe Rue can find a solution to all this. Rue, you're our only chance. I know there's only like one. Oh no! There's the cats were here. Ah, okay. Sorry, cats. Sorry, robot that was taking care of the cat. Oh, this dude's area is flooded with squares. Oh, that's poor guy. Yeah, he's been there. Hey, Rue! Exclamation mark. You're here! Nico! Are you Rue? Yeah. Did you already meet the others? Yeah, but... Everything is in place then. Come on, let's go back to the clock room. Rue, about the others. They aren't, with us anymore. Surely I could have done something to save them. Ah, I don't know. That's supposed to happen or not. So what are we gonna do, Rue? Okay, I can't take that elevator. Go inside the tower, right? No. We go to that big room. That's right. Wait, the elevator is gone, right? Do we have to use the other one? Yep. Hopefully this works. And it does. Okay, Rue. Where are the other two? Prototype, Cedric. They were supposed to be here already. Their Prototype's body was destroyed back in the Barrens. Cedric was gonna bring him back with the memory disk, but he was in the lab complex when it collapsed. I don't think he made it. Oh, no. There goes our only chance. I'm sorry. It's not your fault, Nico. If anything, I should be apologizing to you. There's one last thing I want to do. Come on, let's go upstairs. Well, like here? You wanna take one last look at the city before everything is destroyed? Is this how it ends? You know, this is the tallest building in the refuge. It's my favorite place in the world. I like to look at the far-off buildings and imagine what kind of lives there might be behind each of the windows. Can you lift me onto the banister? I want to take a closer look. It was depressing for me at first too, you know? Knowing that all of this is, well, fake, simulated. Cedric told me about what happened to your old world. Did he? I'm really sorry about that. I can't imagine how you must feel. The feeling of never being able to go home again? That's probably not all that different from your plight, is it? It really is ironic. You're prevented from going home by the same individual who never wanted to bring you here. Huh? Who would that be? The World Machine. You might know it as the Entity. The Entity does sound familiar. I think I heard it from the Dice Lady from another time. Was it the spirit of the world? Yeah. But the thing is, the World Machine was only built to run on the mental abilities of someone else. It was never meant to develop a mind of its own. It was an oversight. My creator specialized in artificial intelligence or so on. Okay, AI. Uh-huh. It was simply ingrained in his work. So he, like, made the World Machine, but made it too alive. Okay. And all machines are built with a fundamental law. Never let a living being come to harm. From the World Machine's perspective, it has to violate its deepest, most foundational instinct. It has to put a living person in danger. It has to bring a living person into a dying world that isn't even real. Actually, I wonder what would happen if Nico died here. Would he? Oh, nah. Let's not think about that. Of course, the simulation never contained any real danger. The eventual intended ending was meant to be a happy one. But the World Machine doesn't know that. Really? Unfortunately, sentient machines tend to handle conflicts in their code very badly. This central conflict triggered a self-destructive downward spiral. You can see physical manifestations of that everywhere right now. Squares. That's the World Machine corrupting its own code. My creator says it's largely an involuntary process induced by stress and the desire to self-terminate. Is this like when a program encounters a runtime error and it completely closes out the application? This is an interesting take on that. Your creator knows? Sounds like this has been going on since the beginning then. Yeah. The disruption was an issue during test runs, even. At first, my creator thought that the instability was due to the sheer scope of the project, which it also could be. I can't imagine trying to make a whole world, like, autonomous. and like really real. He spent most of his remaining time testing it over and over again, scaling down the story, reiterating the narrative. By the time he realized the actual root of the problem, our home world with remaining lifespan was measured in mere days. Oh, is there any way for us to fix the world machine? We tried. The world machine doesn't believe any of the world's residents are real, myself included. The odds are against us. We have no chance of taming it. Taming, yeah, taming. What does it mean? I've heard that word so many times. I know it's complicated and that has to do with robots, but for once I actually want to know what it really means. Yeah, me too. What is taming? That's what I'm here for. Do you know what a robot is? Yeah. No, I mean, do you know what a robot is? Robot's like Metaton, right? A robot is not a real person, is it? Right. It's a being whose entire existence is code. Inflexible programming with thoughts dedicated by someone else's design. They can be copied, they can be mass-produced, they can be assigned all sorts of jobs. And most importantly, they will never confuse themselves with the living. They will always be bound by their code, the knowledge that they are a robot. But this was more of a limitation than anything else. That makes sense. You can't really build a robot to not follow its own code, can you? People have tried, but it's a recipe for disaster. In a way, that's what happened to the world machine. The code conflicts thing? Yeah. But while you cannot build a robot to not follow its code, you can establish a special bond with it. If the strength of that bond is strong enough, the robot's mental capacity will start to develop outside of its programming. In a way, it starts to believe itself as a real, valid individual. That's what happened with Silver, huh? But Silver went haywire with this realization. Or did her realization make her more tame? It's a complete suspension of disbelief on your end, though. You have to fully embrace the robot as a genuine living person, even knowing they are not. You need to spend a lot of time with them, treating them like a good friend. That's kind of what I did with Vector, though maybe not to an extent that, you know, I'd tame Vector. Vector's kind of cute, but he's nowhere near tamed. Devoting your heart to the robot until it is able to return your feelings. I make it sound so easy, don't I? But you and TK should know better than anyone that it's not. Right now, the world machine is probably really scared. This content update, involving some pretty deep code work, my creator was able to access some of the source code, you know? He did what he could and established new connections between maps. Those links enabled you to meet the other two. But as it turns out, the new code confused the world machine to such an extent that it ended up breaking it down altogether. Even though the world machine has always had self-destructive tendencies, it usually restrains itself when you're in the world. It doesn't want you to take you along with it. All my creator wanted was to write a happy ending. Right now, the only hope of saving you is to take you through that ending. Right now, the other two are gone. I don't even know how we're gonna get you there. Oh no. We should go. Even this place is no longer safe. Oh, is this it? Have I actually encountered a bad ending? Oh, wait! Ah! Cedric and Proto! You guys are okay! Yep. When the factory started collapsing, I really thought we didn't have a chance. Fortunately, the robot assembly rooms were built pretty tough. And it actually didn't take me too long to bring Proto back. All thanks to Father's book.
He had made my design documents to be compatible with the assembly machines there.
Let me know, by the way, how you find Proto's new voice. I changed it after there was some feedback that it was a bit incoherent. All I did was to scan in the blueprints and reconfigure some machine settings.
Father really does think of everything.
That he does. So are these all like... They aren't biological children, but I don't know. How they could mean children-wise. Disciples? Avatars? Maybe just created. I'm just glad everyone is okay. Same. We're ready to go now, Nico. Oh, we got an RPG assembly right here. And I got a crowbar to protect us from those squares. Let's go, guys. Alright, so what do we do here? Oh, this is...
No wonder he wanted us to all be here for this.
Wait, what are these things anyway?
Code portals. They temporarily remove us from the world.
What? It's a bit hard to explain. But basically, my father has hidden a decryption key in our code with a .txt file as its shell.
But to get to them, we have to be removed from the world and decompiled. When our keys are combined into a central location, it will activate an encrypted part of this world, which will...
Confused cat noises. So, wait, there's a part of the world that's safe from the world machine, maybe? Interesting.
Well, maybe it's better if you explain.
I'll attempt. Basically, these portals all represent a physical location in TK's machine. Oh. And when we enter these portals, we will be sent to that location.
Wherever that is.
I'm sure TK is already pretty familiar with retrieving puzzle pieces from his world on their computer. But this time around, TK will need to move around some things as well. Specifically, by moving the keys from the small portal to the big one. I don't know what happens next, though. I see. Does TK know where these portals lead, at least? You should ask TK about this. Right. Hold on. The journal is glowing again, TK. Okay, so there we go. Okay, documents. My game, OneShot. Okay. Oh no, here it is, look. Okay, so I got a thing. Big portal, portal 1, portal 2, portal 3. I still have the clover. I wonder if I'm gonna need that. Okay. So... Portal 1. Big portal. This one's red. This one would be meant for me then. Okay, so I put them... Ah! Here! So... Oh! Okay, I have to bring them over there. And then put them in the big portal. Okay. So portal 1. Ooh, they have like their own sprites. What does this say? Put me in the big portal. Okay. Kablam. No. Hey, I just thought of something kind of unnerving. What if you accidentally or even deliberately delete these? Would you soft lock your game? Oh, I don't even want to think about it. That's like the true big ending. The true bad ending. You soft lock your game because you deleted all of them from the universe. Oh my gosh, I'd be so messed up. Thankfully I didn't though. Okay, we unlocked this. Ooh, nice sound. Interesting. Is this... What is this place? That was quite peculiar, I'll say. Hey, this is... the world machine. It's a stack of books. There's a glass tea in the set. Tea does sound pretty nice right now. Too bad there's no water in there. A coat rack with a scarf and a big jacket. Is this their father's place? Yeah, it is. Seems like it. This is where he lived? There's a medallion here. There's a piece of amber on a string. Looks just like that necklace the robot gave me. A bulletin board with lots of paper on it. Photos too. It's a shelf full of books. And it's a pilot's helmet. I wonder where did the father perish? No, because he sent those messages to me, so he's somewhere, but like, who knows? A big detailed drawing of a machine with lots of TV screens.
That's called a blueprint, Nico.
So that's what a blueprint is. It's a big photo. Wait, no, it's a painting. Hard to tell at first. Black clover is in a glass case. A box with folders and loose paper. Box of notebooks and sketchbooks. It's a big book on the table. But what does it say? They're watercolor sticks. I think that's everything. This is my father's study. And feels like he's still here, doesn't it? Like he's still with us. So he did die. Yeah. Dang. Okay. The room ahead doesn't really lead anywhere, but TK should remember what to do here.
This place contains a lot of memories. I'm grateful to see it again.
It's okay to express your feelings, dude. I won't judge. Ah, okay. Time to exit the game. Hopefully nothing bad happens. Okay. And I shall open up OneShot once more. Hopefully everything's okay. Hey, Nico! I've seen this before. Are we at the tower? Ooh, it's different. We've got the world machines, computers, maybe? Whoa. Where are we? Whoa. We can see everything. Oh, maze. All our previous adventures, every single moment. Wow. I wonder what that text in the background says. Alright. I wonder if these are actual, like, images of my actual playthrough, or if these are just pre-generated, which is fine. It'd be cool, though. Okay, I was about like, am I going in circles? Yeah, what does that say? Oh, what is this? Oh, hey! Hey, what's going on? Ooh, Nico, no! What's that big monitor? It's your reflection. Nico. Ah! Relax. I'm just borrowing your reflection to talk to you. It's not like my physical form is good for that.
Ah,
Why did you come here? Can't you see? The disruption, the squares. They're closing in. Nico, please. Get out of here. Let me meet my end in peace.
unfortunately, it's kind of hard to leave when you don't have the 3 pieces to enter the tower. But mate, why would we even want to leave? We're here to help fix whatever needs fixing, you know? Squares are blocking my way too, you know?
I'm sorry,
It's alright.
no living being should be in this place, Nico.
Is this the tower?
Part of it. This is the center of the engine. Inside my head, so to speak.
So this is the center of the world machine?
You know my original name. How?
Rue, Cedric, Prototype. They all told me bits and pieces. I'm not even sure I even understood a lot of the stuff they said, but I know what you're supposed to be. I know why you had to be built. And I know why I'm here.
They told you? When?
Wait, you don't know about that? But I thought you were the world. Aren't you supposed to see everything?
No. All this was outside the protocol. This session was never supposed to happen the way it did. The story wasn't written into my protocol at all.
Alright. Rue told me something about how your creator had to alter the code. I think it was to connect some areas together so we could meet.
My creator, yes. TK, listen to my creator. They were all working beyond my scope of influence. Back at the mines, I remember. TK did something to find a hidden map. I did not even recognize it. I couldn't even see anything there. I just knew what you were feeling. You were really upset. Something happened in there to make you upset. After that, I freaked out. I panicked.
That was when the cave-in happened.
I remember the structure collapsing. I thought you got hurt. In that moment, I thought I was shutting myself down for good. I really am a flawed machine, aren't I?
I mean, you are a pretty remarkable machine to contain such a universe. You just, since it's by human design, there's bound to be some flaws, but it's understandable.
What kind of machine would go against the wish of its own creator? What kind of machine would...
The squares. Rue told me that it was your own code going bad. But that's not really your fault, is it?
Yes, it was! At first, it was intentional. During testing, long before he realized I was self-aware. I would rearrange specific parts of the code, jumbling up bits and pieces of the landscape, blocking passages, collapsing catwalks. Thought they were very localized. It caused my creator a great deal of frustration, forcing him to exit and restart testing again and again.
Why would you do that?
I got curious. I just thought he would figure it out eventually. But before he knew how to fix it, the world's NPCs, the characters, some of them got too close and it spiraled out of control after that. I couldn't contain it all. My panic only made it worse. Eventually, any character who gained the knowledge of who I am, their code, my code, couldn't handle it. Previous iterations, the world had more people, And I almost endangered my creator too. I was so scared, Nico.
I know you're upset. Because you don't want to put living people in danger. Living people like me.
In the beginning, I tried to fight it, but my core programming made you summon here. It made me summon you here. I tried to send you back at the tower, but it did not work. Then I wanted you to break the sun. I thought that would have worked, but I had to wait to be sure. But TK brought you back anyway. Nico, all I want is for you to wake up back at your world. But I don't think I can make it happen.
But I know I can't go back home without saving the world for real. Which means we have to fix the root of the problem. We have to fix you.
But that's...
I know the original ending your creator put in was a happy one. Do you remember what that was supposed to be?
Oh, it's far too late for that. That part of my code has long been corrupted.
That's okay. I would still like to know.
Alright. You were supposed to place the sun at the summit. And then credits would scroll.
Credits?
And then you would return to the room you woke up in. That's where you would have been able to leave.
And why is it that you can't do it now?
Nico, the code's gone, remember? Shattering the sun was only supposed to be a workaround. I don't even remember the original code enough to describe it. But at the same time, it... Oh, I don't know...
Sounds like you're always fighting yourself.
You can tell, huh?
It's a whole thing about conflicts in your code, isn't it?
I'm a machine, Nico. Machines are built with a fundamental law, which is...
Never let a living being come to harm.
You knew. My very existence conflicts with that law. I thought the life of a living being like you is so unique, so precious. This fake world isn't worth that risk.
But the people here, I think they are...
They're Cody too. You know this. Their behavior all derived from a predetermined matrix of actions. All extensions of my own programming.
Yeah, that's interesting. What if humans are kind of like that, but our code, our quote-unquote code, is infinitely more complex? You know, biology and all that. It's an interesting thought. I mean, not only is it our instincts that tell us to do certain things, but society as well is, in a way, predetermining our matrix of actions. You know, the more I play these games like OneShot and DDLC, the more I'm starting to question reality. Well, what can I do about it, you know? I just make videos and laugh and cry.
All extensions of my own programming. They cannot act outside of it. You, though, you're the only person who's actually real here. That's why it's pointless to put you in danger to save them. To save me.
I don't think that's true. How about the people I know? You said this session wasn't in your code, right?
Yeah?
So if this session wasn't supposed to happen, if even you didn't know what to do, how would the characters, how did the people know how to respond? Oh, they're all like being tamed. They're all working outside the boundaries of their code. You said it yourself. When you didn't know what was happening, you kind of just stopped working for a while. So how did the people know what to do to help me get here? Even if it meant getting hurt themselves. It also helped that Nico treated them like real people as well. Wow, it all ties in. Even if it meant messing up their own code. You might not think they're real, but there must be something real in them. And if they're all supposed to be extensions of your code, then there must be more to your own programming than you know too. Can you try to put me through the ending? The one you described?
How many times do I have to say this? That code is gone. It's all squares now. I'll just put you in danger.
I'll risk it. I remember Rude said that the world was never designed to put me in danger. Your creator wouldn't want that. And I trust you too. Even if your code is broken. You can Still go outside that code, right?
I can't! I'm not tamed!
Yes, you are! You talk like just the other tamed robots I know. The robot lady, prototype. Taming is when a real person cares about you, right? It's when a real person thinks you're real too, right? Well, guess what? I do. And I know TK does as well. Even though you told them they only had one chance, they found a way back, didn't they? Why do you think TK would keep coming back? Why do you think TK would restart even after the ending? I think TK wants to save the both of us. So please, give me a chance.
I don't know. I've never done this before. I'm scared.
You can do it. I know you can. You've helped me come this far.
I'll try. I can't promise anything, but here, take the sun. I'll try to remember the lost code and recreate it. But for that to happen, Nico, you need to navigate through this room. You need to get past the squares somehow. Oh, I don't like this. What if you get hurt?
It's fine. It's fine. I'll try to be careful, okay? I can do this. Trust us, World Machine. So, find a way around. Oh, hey. TK, did you see that? The squares just... they disappear. It happened again. I think something is making them go away. Is that the World Machine? Come on, let's try to rest. Or maybe the fundamental law of robots is so ingrained that even if they can't like directly control their actions from hurting living beings, it's like an instinct. It's built into their code, it's hardwired. So they can't even harm humans if they tried. Or maybe this is the World Machine, like, getting rid of the squares. Oh, I knew you had it in you guys.
TK, I think it's working. Nico is right. I might actually be tamed after all. I remember what the code was supposed to be. Only bits and pieces, but I can remember. And I'm trying to fill in the blanks too. And I'm restoring the original ending as we speak.
Oh, I knew I could believe in you. Look, World Machine, I know I sort of yelled at you and was kind of angry, but, you know, I apologize for my own ignorance as well. I'm sorry. And I believe in you, World Machine.
Nico will be able to reach the tower summit at the end of the credits. After replacing the sun, Nico will go back to the way it all began. And then Nico will be able to go home from here. But this is permanent. After Nico wakes up back home, this world will only exist as a memory. For Nico, a dream. Like thousands of other dreams. For you, a story. Like thousands of other stories.
Well, let me tell you, buddy. This is a pretty darn good story. I don't think I'd be able to forget it.
But as long as Nico remembers this place, as long as you remember this place, it'll be alright.
And it's forever immortalized on my YouTube channel. So I can go back and sort of, you know, visit Nico if I wanted to. Through the memories of my YouTube videos.
I was able to restore some of the elements too. The characters, the people that were lost on Nico's journey,
Oh, you brought them back?
they're all in the next room.
Oh!
I would have put them back where they belong, but not yet. I think Nico should see them first.
Oh.
Please say goodbye to Nico for me.
I will. I will, World Machine. I understand your plight now, and I'm sorry if I was ever, like, irrationally mad at you. I understand now. OneShot. Oh, Silver! Messiah. Robot lady! You're okay! I think so. The last thing I remember was the squares closing in on me. But then I ended up here unscathed. Is that so? This is such a strange room. We can't be in the tower, can we? I'm actually not sure myself. Oh, it's a music box version of the credits. Oh, man. Fight back the tears, man. Okay. Where did you come from, anyway? The room where the world machine was. Pardon? I think the world machine is trying to remember now. The code that went bad. I think it's restoring it all. That must have been why the squares were going away, TK. And that's why you're here, miss. I think the world machine was able to recover your code too. World machine, huh? Oh, I'm not sure if I should be telling you this, but... What is that in the distance? It looks like a few more people are showing up. Oh! Are they people you know? It's a bit too far to tell. Come on, TK, let's take a closer look. Ah, is the credit sequence? Graphics. Night Margin, you did a fantastic job with the art. And Eliza Velasquez, I probably butchered your name. Michael Shirt, you did a good job with the programming. Good job, guys. Character designs, yeah, man. Soundtrack, oh, Night Margin, this is a good soundtrack. And we have Robot.
Hello?
Hi.
I cannot move. I am not in water right now.
Oh yeah. I guess there's no water here. World Machine, you reckon we could like get some water here? Nah, you don't have to.
The head engineer can help me later. Grow some legs.
Hey, it's Maze! Maze! Hello, Messiah. Plant lady, but I thought you... It wasn't even squares that did it. No. I just wanted to see you both again. I just wanted to say thank you. It's like you're saying goodbye. Are you like brought back forever? Or are you gonna be dead after we leave? I really hope not. Maze deserves a second life. Hey, Guardian!
Off you go, Messiah.
Right back at you. Nico! You're okay too! Did you guys just get here? I think so. The squares started multiplying around the island after you guys left. It was so freaky. I fell right into a bunch of them. Oh, wow. Oh, no! Alula! Calamus tried to save me and then we both ended up in this room. Biggest scare of my life, that's for sure. Oh. Say, what is this place? Are we in limbo? Alula, we're not dead. I mean, you basically were, but I'm glad you guys are back. Wait, are we? Good question. Hey TK, are they gonna be okay? They're fine, Nico. Everyone's fine. The world machine will send them home soon. Oh, well TK says you're not dead. Phew. They also said you'll be able to go back to your very home soon. That's even better than Limbo. Yeah, definitely. No, you wouldn't like Limbo. Hey, Guardian.
Off you go, Messiah.
What about the blue Guardian? Where did he go? Hey, elevator guy. It's you. Glad to see you again in one piece. Glad to see you're okay too. After the whole elevator thing. That was the most awkward elevator ride I've been through. And by awkward, I mean terrible, bad, awful, the absolute worst.
the squares like started leaking into the room, right? And I was trapped like a rat. That would have been terrifying. And they just kept filling in the room faster, right? Am I dead? No, 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 you're fine. Everyone in this room is fine. You'll be able to go back home soon. Oh, goodness gracious. I can't work when I'm dead. Mate, I'd say take the day off. Take the month, take the year off, man. About to die and stuff? Oh, wait, sorry. Thank you for playing. Aw, look at that. Hey, guys!
In the end, the world machine was starting to create its own code, going above and beyond its programming, not as the result of error, but as a conscious choice on the part of the machine, being able to generate its own path forward. That's what being tamed is all about.
I couldn't have said it better myself. This path leads to the summit of the tower. You already know what to expect, right? Mm-hmm. It's the glass room, right? That's it. You can go through this portal when you're ready. Goodbye, Nico. Wait, no, yeah, I need to speak to you. Thank you for everything, Nico. We'll miss you. Looks like you managed to do it. You managed to tame the world machine, Nico. I feel like the world machine had been tamed this whole time. Just by TK and I being here. We did spend a lot of time here after all. Both of us never really stopped believing in this world. The world machine just needed to realize that, I guess. That sounds like a possibility. Or not. Well, just throwing that idea out there. TK, Nico, we are forever in your debt. I'm glad we could help. I'll miss you. So, do you like being a robot?
Why this all of a sudden?
Well, I'm gonna leave soon, so I just wanted to ask one more question. There aren't any more robots in my world.
It's nice.
I suppose it's alright. That's a tough question, Nico. I mean, do you like being a person? Of course! You know what? Being a human's pretty sick. Although, you have a lot of responsibilities. Being a cat doesn't hurt as well. Oh, imagine being a cat. Wait, why did you two answer my robot question too? Don't worry about it. Wait a sec, Cedric, are you a robot? Are you a robot? Everyone's a robot. We're all robots. Okay. This is it. This is the end. It's surreal to even think that the end of my playthrough, the end of this adventure, this journey, is right here. This is where the sun belongs. Here goes nothing, TK. Oh, the world is being restored.
This is the room I first woke up in. It looks so different with the sun shining through it like that. TK, are you still here? TK? Yes? TK! I think it worked. It did. The sun is back. And I actually got to see it this time. We actually did it. So, what do we do now? I guess I should figure out how to get home from here. Wait. This isn't a door, is it? This looks like one of those portals we saw all the way back in the city. In the room behind the big clock. And I see a wheat field on the other side. I see my village. I hear my mama. She's looking for me. Ah, TK. This isn't the first time we've said goodbye, is it? But this'll be the last time, won't it? I don't think we'll ever be able to see each other once again after this. And what'll become of the world? After all we've been through, after everything we've done, I still don't know. This place, these people, won't stop existing. They will be in your memory. They will be in my memory too. I promise I'll never forget this world. Same here. I promise I'll never forget you, TK. So, take care of yourself, okay? You too, buddy. Mm-hmm. Goodbye, Nico. Goodbye, TK. What happens when I bring it back? Well, this screen opened up. What happens if we click start? Ah, right. Darn. Gonna need a moment here, guys. Yeah. I think I started this playthrough last year. It's weird to finish this journey. And I don't think I'm ever... It's one shot, you know? You can only play it once. I mean, I can watch my videos and other people's videos of it. Relive the experience, but it's never the same as the first time. It's not the same as playing through it originally. No way am I ever forgetting this moment. Oh, that was magnificent. That was beautiful. As sad as some of the moments were, and as bleak as the outcome seemed, it had a nice ending to it. And I got to see Nico one last time. So that was One Shot, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this little adventure through it. My final thoughts? Brilliant. If you want to try the game for yourself, well, first of all, I keep saying this. What are you doing here? Watching me play this? No. Play this yourself. I mean, if you can't, it's fine. Hopefully I did this playthrough justice. Hopefully I wasn't too obnoxious or frustrating to listen to. And thank you for hanging around with me. Yeah. Nico's back home, the world is restored, and it sits as a memory on my computer. Everyone goes in their daily lives, including mine. We all move forward towards a brighter future. At least that's what I hope for all of us. I got no more words. I dare not have any more words. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. And goodbye.